Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason in St. Peter's Cemetery in Normandy or Wellston, Missouri, and I am here to visit the grave of baseball legend James "Cool Papa" Bell. Now, I did an episode here about Lloyd Gaines about a year ago, but now I'm back and I'm about to take you to a baseball legend once again, and he is known as one of the fastest people to ever play the game. There's a historical inscription on the back of his gravestone, and it's very touching. So come with me and I'll tell you a little bit more about Cool Papa Bell. Here we go. So Bell was known to be one of the fastest players to ever play the game of baseball. But unfortunately, because as far as the Negro Leagues, records were poorly kept. But they do vary by numerous accounts, differing on how fast he was. One said he could run all the bases to home plate in 13 seconds. One of his teammates, Josh Gibson, said it best. Bell was so fast that he could get out of bed, turn out the lights across the room, and be back under the covers before the lights were gone. It is said that he was great off the field as well as he had a clean lifestyle. So, stories differ on how he got the nickname Cool Papa Bell. One, because of his composure and how he dealt with pressure. Another reason was because as a pitcher, he struck out many big-name players. But he would add the Papa in addition to cool because it sounded better. So very little is known about his early life, besides that he was born in Starkville, Mississippi. But at age 17, he moved to St. Louis with his older brothers to attend high school. But those education plans were not to be, as Cool Papa Bell became more interested in playing ball. He would play baseball just about every day with neighborhood friends. Bell would play professionally in 1922 with the St. Louis Stars, almost throughout their whole entire existence until 1931. He started out as a pitcher, but he knew his calling was in the center field. And because of his speed, he was great at stolen bases. However, it is not known how many he had stolen during his Negro League career, because again, records were poorly kept. But the Stars were a Negro League team that would last until 1931. That was about the time during the Great Depression when the organization disbanded and he would eventually move to Detroit. He would play with numerous Negro League teams, but it is said that he stole 125 bases in one season. It is also said that Cool Papa Bell helped Jackie Robinson by doing everything he could to assist his transition into Major League Baseball. When Jackie did indeed make it, Bell reportedly called it the greatest moment of his life. Bell was also a mentor to future stars Ernie Banks and Elston Howard. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown as part of from the Negro League committee. He was the fifth to be put in the hall. Well, the fifth Negro League player to be put in the hall, the one that never got to play the Major League Baseball. So, here is what it says on the back of his stone: a universal legend. He was 89 years old at the time of his death. His wife passed a couple months before he did. I'll show you the front part in a second. But it says here, I know it's kind of dark, a cool papa, a loyal gentleman with dignity, humility, and generosity, dearly loved and respected, scholar and philosopher of baseball, 1974 National Baseball Hall of Famer, professional baseball career 1922 to 1950 in the Negro Major League, began career with the St. Louis Stars before the integration of baseball, endured overwhelming injustices, played, managed, coached, scouted, paved the way for black baseball players to compete in today's game, discovered, developed, and helped many players to go into the White League. Greatest center fielder in baseball, a speedster and champion base stealer, switch hitter, and bunting specialist. Lifetime batting average, .419. Clocked circling the bases, 11 seconds. His record still unbroken when he died. Traveled continuously, captivating millions, playing professional baseball, 29 summers and 21 winters, USA, Canada, and Latin America. Cool Papa, a genuine treasure, honored worldwide. Refused to let racism or segregation discourage him. He became a universal legend. And then on the bottom base says, "Beloved Papa, With love, I give you this memorial. I will forever be your #1 fan, your loving daughter, Connie. And as you can see, fans have left coins, pennies. And what I mean by clean lifestyle, as well as what it says here about dignity, humility, and generosity, it is said that he never drank, smoked, swore, or used or did anything illegal outside the field. He pretty much was quiet. When he retired from baseball, he lived in a small apartment, a brick apartment. I can't think of the name of the street, but it is now named James Cool Papa Bell Avenue in St. Louis. He lived there with his wife the rest of his life. Now, he scouted for the St. Louis Browns for 4 years. I believe that was the last thing he did with his baseball career. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the last part. What's this on the ground? Oh, it's a button. Buck Leonard. Huh. I'm going to leave it down there just in case. Maybe it was meant to be there. Oh, here's something that says on the side. Some people say I was born too soon, but that's not true. They opened the doors too late. From Cool Papa Bell. And on the other side, I don't want to stay on this guy's grave, but it says here, among Bell's honors, 8 halls of fame, 1 walk of fame, 2 streets, 1 stadium, and a baseball league named in his honor. I'll have to look up all the halls of fame. I'm sure there are smaller ones than the Cooperstown one. I think the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame is one of them, but I'll put it on the screen as soon as I find it. But he also has a statue outside Busch Stadium, which I did in a previous video. And this is definitely something that he deserved, something so big. And I mean, I don't really know what really he experienced during his lifetime. I know it was definitely before the civil rights era, but he did live during that time. Like I said, he passed away in 1991, so he witnessed a lot of progressive history. Professional baseball career, Negro Major League 1922 to 1950. I like how it pays tribute to the St. Louis Stars. I've also read it was 12 seconds. He said that if the ground was dry, he could do it in 12 seconds. Like, go around the bases like that. But this is a very beautiful and touching memorial to the late, great James Thomas Cool Papa Bell. And like I said, his wife passed away about a month and a half before he did in 1991, Clara, and they were married for 62 years. That's awesome. My husband and I shared a wonderful life together. From Clara Bell. I did the best I could with what I had. From Cool Papa Bell. Well, rest in peace to James Cool Papa Bell and his wife. He will not be forgotten. I mean, he's got a legacy that will keep him remembered for many years and generations. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason at St. Peter's Cemetery in Normandy or Wellston, Missouri, just outside the grave of James Cool Papa Bell. Sign off.